Chief Explorer for Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Before the show, we do have a few quick safety reminders. Please refrain from using the front aisleways at all times during the show. We also need everyone to remain seated throughout the whole show. If you need to exit, please use the closest stairway to you and exit up and out of the stadium. Other than that, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show and the rest of your adventure here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. For centuries, the tiger has roamed the jungles of Asia. With no other predators but its own kind, this lord of the jungle roamed as far west as the Caspian Sea, north into the frozen forests of Russia, and south throughout India. At the height of the tiger's reign, they numbered over 100,000, but that reign was not to last. A new predator arose that challenged the tiger: man. The tiger went from predator to prey. Today, they number less than 5,000, reduced to scattered pockets throughout Asia, and in the very near future, they could all be gone. But there are those that are trying to reverse this trend. Here at Odin's Temple of the Tiger, our goal is to show what is possible when highly trained and dedicated individuals work to create a positive environment of mutual trust and respect with the tiger. This relationship can be used to educate others and return the tiger to a place of honor, being revered for his power and strength. That relationship is what you will see today. And now, here's your host for Odin's Temple of the Tiger.
Good afternoon and welcome to the Temple of the Tiger. My name is Logan and I'll be your guide as we explore the fantastic world of the tiger. Now today you'll be seeing one of the most admired animals in the world, running, jumping, and swimming right next to the trainers that they trust and respect. Now they will be doing natural behaviors. Those are behaviors that tigers naturally know how to do. We simply incorporate a food reward to demonstrate the tiger's natural athletic ability to you. Now with that being said, are you ready to see some tigers? Good deal. So our first two tigers coming out for you are two amur tigers by the names of Maxim and Mishka. Now they are amur tigers, although some of you may know them by a different name of the Siberian tiger. But they're properly called the amur tiger because they come from the Amur River Valley of southeastern Russia and northern China. They are the largest species of cat. Mishka, on your right, weighs 350 pounds and stands 7 feet tall, whereas your brother on the other side weighs 450 pounds and stands over 8 feet tall. Now both Maxim and Mishka will be heading over to the fence to demonstrate a behavior that we like to call a fence rise. Now this is a great behavior to show you how tall the cats are, and as you will see, they are much taller than both of our trainers. Now this is also a very important behavior for our medical training, because not only can we get a 360-degree view of the cat's body all at the same time, but we can also draw blood and give any types of medications and vaccinations that the cats may require. And now that you've seen how tall the cats are, you may be wondering how agile can they be for this large size? Well, we'll show you as Mishka attempts this 10-foot jump from rock to rock. Now, tigers aren't as agile as some of the smaller cats like cougars, leopards, or jaguars, but as you will see, Mishka will make it look pretty easy when she's ready. How about a round of applause for Mishka? So you may be wondering to yourself, why is there a large pool of water at a tiger show? I thought all cats hated water. In fact, tigers are one of the few cats that really like the water. And Mishka will be getting into the pool to demonstrate how tigers swim, if she likes the temperature. Now the reason tigers like water so much probably goes back to their native habitat. Most tigers come from the jungles of Asia where there are many standing pools of water. And not only do they use the water to cool down, but they also use it as a hunting tool. Now, in fact, 1 out of every 20 tries hunting on land is successful, whereas that number goes up to 1 out of every 5 tries when they chase their prey into the water. Now, the types of prey that they chase tend to be skinny-legged animals such as sambar deer, axis deer, and wild pigs, which are not very good at swimming through the water due to their skinny legs, compared to the tiger, who has very big paws, which act just like a large paddle, which makes it almost effortless for them to swim through the water. See if we can't get her attention over here. See if we can't get her to do a nice swim for you. Oh, there we go. Got your last treat in there. Let's go over here. There we go. Mishka begins her swim, you'll notice it will look like she'll be doing a doggy paddle when she stops cheating. There we go. But since she's a tiger, Mishka much prefers what we call a tiger paddle. And I think she deserves a round of applause. There we go. And as you can see, as she's swimming, you can see those giant paws, which can be the size of a large dinner plate on a large adult male. How about we give her one more round of applause as she finishes her swim? So we here at Six Flags feed out over 100 pounds of raw meat every day. But we don't want to be the only ones to feed the tigers today, so that brings me to my favorite question. Who would like to feed a tiger? Now it can't just be anybody, it's got to be the most excited person jumping up and down and being the most excited. How about you in the white shirt? Come on down. There you go. So I'm going to put a nice big chunk of red meat at the end of the pole for you. You're going to grab the other end of the pole with both hands. We're going to raise it up to the fence, and Mishka will do the rest. Yes, it's that simple. You're now an honorary Temple of the Tiger trainer. Good job. So we didn't forget about the folks on the other side, so who else wants to feed a tiger? How about you in the white hat? Come on down. So I'm going to put another piece of red meat at the end of the pole for you. We're going to do the exact same thing we did on the other side. We're going to grab the other end of the pole with both hands. We're going to walk over to the side of the fence, raise it up to the fence, and if you do this just right, Mishka will be very grateful. She may even have you for dinner sometime. Let's hear it for Mishka and both our brave volunteers. So as our trainers are getting our next cat ready to come out, let me tell you why we here at Six Flags feel like doing a show like this is so important. The most important thing we as trainers can do is be a voice for our animal ambassadors. And not only are they powerful and agile animals, but our goal is to educate you, the public, on the plight of the tiger and other endangered animals. Now at the beginning of the 20th century, there are over 100,000 tigers roaming the continent of Asia. And over the past 100 years, that number has been reduced to less than 3,000 tigers scattered throughout pockets of Asia. It is only due to conservation efforts that the tiger hasn't disappeared already. Now there are two reasons tigers are disappearing. The first is due to habitat loss. With over 4 billion people living on the continent of Asia, resources are already stretched pretty thin. But with the population only expected to increase in the next few years, there will be more competition for the resources that both tigers and humans need in order to survive. Now the second reason tigers are hunted is for their coats. Is due to poaching, also known as illegal hunting. So there's two reasons tigers are hunted. The first is for their internal organs and bones. Now there are a variety of cultures that believe if you take the bones of a tiger and you grind them up and ingest them in either pill form or with some wine and vinegar, that can cure a variety of ailments, anything from acne, arthritis, to even cancer. And although modern medicine has proven this to be untrue time and time again, it is still highly prevalent today. Now the second reason tigers are hunted is for their coats. Now there are a few people that believe a tiger's coat will look really good as an area rug or a wall hanging, but we here at the Temple of the Tiger believe, and hopefully you folks agree too. In fact, let me hear you nice and loud if you agree that a tiger's coat looks much better on a live tiger than it does on somebody's floor. We're glad you agree. So our next tiger is about to join us. Please help me welcome Aasha to the stage. Aasha is a 7-year-old Bengal tiger, and she weighs around 300 pounds. Now she's going to get us started off by running from point A to point B, called an A to B run. Now at full speed, a tiger can reach 35 miles per hour. Compare that to 15 miles per hour for the average person. Now that's fast. But even when Usain Bolt broke the world record at the Olympics for the 100 meters, he only reached a speed of 24 miles per hour. And also, a tiger can go from a standstill to full speed in just 2.5 strides. So their acceleration is really good too. When Aasha has stopped chewing her treat, we'll see if we can get her a good run out of her. There we go. So in just a moment, Jonah's going to get Aasha's attention center stage with some 2% low-fat milk. Tigers love the taste of milk, and it's a great motivator to get our cats to do various behaviors. And being 2% low fat, it keeps their nice trim figure. And now that Aasha's in position, we're going to demonstrate a tiger's fighting posture. Now this is a position the tiger will get into if they get into any type of dispute in the wild. So you're going to raise on up on those hind legs, use those front paws just like a boxer, and attempt to knock your opponent off balance, thus getting the advantage. Let's hear it for Aasha. So we've been demonstrating how powerful and agile our cats are, so you may be wondering to yourself, if they're so powerful and agile, could they just climb over our fence here and join us right here in the audience? I assure you the answer is no. Tigers are not very good at climbers at all. In the wild, cats climb trees to get away from other larger predators. And traditionally, tigers don't have any other predators that they need to get away from, so they never adapted in climbing. And they only have 1.5 inch long paws, which is not very big compared to the size of the tiger. But they can jump 10 feet straight up in the air, as Aasha will demonstrate with this tree hop. She's gonna hop on up, hang on with those razor sharp claws, grab that piece of meat, and come on down for a graceful 4-paw landing. Another round of applause for Aasha. So now it's time in the show where we demonstrate the behavior that our cats here are world famous for. Aasha's gotten into the pool to demonstrate how tigers dive underwater. She's gonna hop on in, pull back her ears, open up those eyes, grab that piece of meat, and come on back to the surface. How about a round of applause for Aasha? So earlier I was talking about how tigers really like the water, but other zoos and animal parks just don't have the facilities to demonstrate this awesome behavior. And most nature photographers don't want to be scuba diving in a lake where tigers are swimming. Now tigers only dive when they have to. Normally it's to get some type of prey that's in the water. Now over the years, our trainers noticed that some of our younger cats would dump their heads under the water while playing with their toys. Now that's where the idea for this behavior came from. Kuma, one of our older Bengal tigers, was the first to learn how to dive. We simply reinforced him for sticking his nose in the shallow end of the pool and simply moved him deeper and deeper until he was diving for the treat. Odin, one of our older white Bengal tigers, learned just by watching Kuma, and Odin went on to become world famous for the behavior. Now, over the years, we have trained 5 tigers how to dive, with Aasha being the very first female tiger to learn this behavior. How about a round of applause for Aasha? So I don't think she's done with the water just yet. She tends to like to do one more behavior if she's in the mood. While she takes her time, there we go. And that is to splash the front row. Now just for future reference, anytime you come to an animal show and there's a large pool of water, chances are that you're going to be in the splash zone. Now as Aasha finishes up her last piece of the treat and heads off stage, we would be remiss if we didn't tell you what you can do to help protect animals like the tiger. Coming up on the screen behind me are the websites of 2 organizations that we here at Six Flags support. They are the funforthetiger.org and the worldwildlife.org. Now many of you have probably heard of the WWF. It's a very famous conservation organization, and justly so. And we can give Aasha one more round of applause. There we go. But the Fun for the Tiger is less well known. The Fun for the Tiger is a local organization based right out of Marin County, and they sponsor sting operations in the wild to get poachers in the act. So not only are they protecting animals like the tiger, but other endangered species like elephants and rhinos as well. And by donating your time and or money to any organization that protects endangered species, you'll be doing your part protecting animals like the tiger. So are you guys ready to meet the youngest members of the Tiger? I don't think they can hear you in the back. You gotta be a lot louder than that. Please help me welcome Farouk and Kismet to the stage. Farouk and Kismet are 1.5-year-old Bengal tiger cubs, and they were born on July 6, 2014. Now when a tiger is born, they're no bigger than a hot dog in a bun, and they only weigh about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds. But during their first year of life, they gain an average of half a pound a day. So today, both Farouk and Kismet weigh around 300 pounds. Now they're out here to work on some of the behaviors that some of our older cats know. And as you can see on our right, we have Farouk working on a downstay, which is another important behavior for our medical training. This is the second way that we can pull blood on our cats. And on the left, we have Kismet working on that jump between rock to rock, which he's getting pretty good at as her confidence builds. Another round of applause for the young cats out here. But basically, they're out here to have a positive experience out here on stage, to use all the sights and sounds that they will encounter in future shows. So our trainers are going to continue to interact with our cats. So if you have any questions, please come down to the lower levels where our trainers will be by the fence to answer any and all questions that you may have. But before we go, how about one final round of applause for all the cats in the show? Max, Aasha, Aasha, and on behalf of our host and hostesses out front, our trainers have been Andrew, Greg, Jonah, and I am Logan, and we hope that you continue to have a great day here at Six Flags Discovery Kingdom. Thank you.